Hello everyone. This time let us discuss about coterminal angles. But first let us have a review. So the two most common ways of measuring angles are degree measure and radian measure. So if an angle is placed with its vertex at the center, it subtends on the circle an arc whose length is proportional to the size of the angle. The unit of measure in the degree system and radian system can both be defined by relating an arc of an angle to its central angle. So, yung 1 degree natin, that is 1 over 360 degrees. So, ang theta natin is equivalent to 1 radian. And 1 radian is equivalent to 57.29. So, a radian is an angle which, if its vertex is placed at the center of a circle, subtends on the circle an arc equal to the radius of the circle. Thus, as indicated in the figure, the radian measure theta of a central angle of a circle is the ratio of the intercepted arc S to the radius R. So, yung theta natin is equal to S over R, or yung intercepted arc all over the radius. So, as a consequence of the definition of a radian, the number of radians in 360 degrees is equal to the number of times the radius of a circle can be laid off along the circumference of that circle. So, ang circumference natin ay 2 pi r. And therefore, as indicated in the figure below, the central angle theta, which intercepts 360 degrees of r, contains 6.28 radians, or that is equivalent to 2 pi radians. Okay, so let us define coterminal angles. So, these are two or more angles that have the same initial side and the same terminal side. So, here's an example. Write an expression for angles coterminal with 45 degrees. So, since one revolution of a terminal side of an angle brings back to the terminal side, then all angles coterminal with 45 degrees are given in the form, ito yun. So, 360 degree K plus 45, or 2 pi K plus pi over 4, where K is an integer. So, depende kung ano yung value ng K. So, using the form 360 degree K plus 45 degrees, or 2 pi K plus pi over 4, when K is equal to 0, the measurement of our theta that we can get using this form is 45 degrees. Or that is also equivalent to pi over 4. And when K is 1, so 360 degrees times 1 plus 45 degrees is equal to 405 degrees. That is also equivalent to 9 pi over 4. How about if K is equal to negative 1? So 360 degrees times negative 1 plus 45 degrees, that is equal to negative 315 degrees, which is also equivalent to negative 7 pi over 4. So we also have the property of coterminal angles. So if P is a point denoting an angle na exceeding 2 pi, or that is approximately 6.28 or 360 degrees, we reduce the angle by cancelling out multiples of 360 degrees. We have the property 360 degree K plus theta is equal to P of theta is equal to the property of our theta, where our theta is greater than or equal to 0 degree but less than 360 degrees. Or in radian, that is property of 2 pi K plus theta is equal to the property of our theta, wherein our theta is greater than or equal to 0 degree but less than 2 pi. So, for example, we have 370 degrees. So, using the property of 370 degrees means there is one 360 degrees in 370 degrees. So, we will add 10 degrees. So, that is P of 10 degrees. How about 1156 degrees? So, that is P 360 degrees times 3. Then, we have the remainder 76 degrees. So, that is P of 76 degrees. How about if we have the value of our pi, which is negative 20.84? So, sa 2 pi, that is equivalent to 6.28. Since negative ito, so we will multiply negative 6.28 by 3. And that is equivalent to 18.84. So, meron tayong remainder na negative 2. So, that is the property of negative 2. Since negative siya at ang kinukuha natin is yung coterminal angle ng property nito, i-add natin siya sa 6.28. So, our final answer is P of 4.28. So, to further understand, let's have an example in finding the least positive angle that is coterminal with each of the following examples. So, first, we have 6.76. So, since the angle generated in 1 revolution is 2 pi, which is also equivalent to 6.28, the least positive angle having the same side is approximately 6.76 minus 6.28. And that is equal to 0.48. So let's see. So this is the initial side. So in 1 revolution, that is 6.28. But since that is 6.76, we will extend our angle here. So based from the definition of coterminal angles, that is 2 or more angles that have the same initial side and same terminal side. So where is our coterminal here? So ito. And this measures 0.48 in terms of the equivalent decimal point in pi. Let's have another one. We have 482 degrees. Let us locate. So this is 360 degrees. This is 450 degrees. This is 482 degrees. Here that is 360 degrees. This is 90 degrees. 32 degrees. A total of 482 degrees. So the least coterminal angle of 482 degrees is 122 degrees. Because 90 plus 32 degrees is 122 degrees. Now it's your turn to do the exercises given. Find the particular angles coterminal with 30 degrees and 60 degrees. And then find the least positive angle theta, where our angle theta is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 2 pi, which is coterminal with the following angles: 365 degrees, negative 365 degrees, and 785 degrees.